Creator of VPN tier list.
Hey, what up guys? My name is Thomas Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some of the most common VPN misconceptions out there and how to avoid them. So the first thing that you need to look out for are 3-year or unlimited plans. I just don't think 3 or limited plans are a good idea. The reason is because after 30 days, chances are you're never gonna get a refund. So let's say you try out a VPN for a month or two and then you decide you don't like it anymore. Well, too bad, you're stuck with a service for 3 years. I see a lot of people who are stuck with some of the most popular VPN providers because they just saw some, fake ad or sponsored video or sponsored review, and they thought it would be a good VPN. They go and buy it, and now they're stuck with it. So just don't buy 3-year models VPNs. Don't buy unlimited plans. Buy 1 month or maybe 3 months, 6 months, maybe at most a year. But again, why invest into a product at this commitment plan if you're not sure you're gonna like it? That kind of leads me into my next point, being that VPNs are often mistakenly priced per month to trick customers on purpose. You'll almost see pretty much every single affiliate website out there doing this. So they'll be like, oh, why don't you buy NordVPN? It's the cheapest VPN for only $3 a month. What they fail to tell you is that it's actually $100 for 3 years. Lots of websites also advertise ExpressVPN the same way, saying it's only as low as $667 a month or something like that, when in fact ExpressVPN is actually $13 a month, $100 a year, and it's one of the most expensive VPN providers out there. So guys, just kind of watch out for that. There are a lot of ways to make VPN seem cheap per month when in fact they actually aren't. You need to look at the prices for 1 month at a time, not the price per month for longer term commitments. It's very kind of confusing and deceptive, and quite honestly, it kind of annoys me when websites do this. One of my favorite examples of kind of a commentary about this problem is Windscribe's Millennium plan. So basically what Yegor has done is make a plan that only costs 1 cent per month, but actually cost $1,000 up front. So this plan actually lasts almost 8,000 years, making it the best VPN deal because it's only 1 cent a month, right? Using the same sort of logic that these tables do and these websites do that promote VPNs that are expensive, this is a great parody of what the problem really is. VPNs need to be advertised and shown in pricing tables without this kind of bias of per month costs factoring in long commitment plans. So guys, if you really want the cheapest VPN per month that is only 1 cent a month, go ahead and buy Windscribe's Millennium plan. It's only $1,000. Another thing that you should look out for is picking a VPN based simply on the servers that it advertises. You might be thinking, I'll pick the VPN that has the most servers, but in a lot of ways, server numbers can be inflated. There are a lot of tricky ways to do this that are kind of complicated, but I was talking with the CEO of Windscribe, and he has a theory that a lot of VPN companies are inflating the server numbers just to use it kind of like as a marketing method to advertise themselves as, a good VPN provider, when in fact that's not the case. A lot of VPNs don't have high quality servers. Maybe they're putting too many users on servers, causing slow speeds, and various other problems can result of this. Free VPNs usually have significant catches and aren't worth using for, experienced or long-time VPN users. There are a lot of VPNs like Proton VPN, which claims is that it's upsetting the VPN industry. It's a free VPN and none of the other VPNs can compete. But every free VPN has significant catches. A lot of times your servers are going to be reduced. You could barely use any data and you're going to fly through that data in no time. A lot of the times you're restricted in that you can't torrent, that you can't access streaming that you could with the paid model. Whatever the case is, there's a lot of restrictions on free VPNs, and at the best, in best circumstances, the VPN you're going to get is just going to be, more of a trial sort of basis. I wouldn't use any free VPN more than a trial. Use paid VPNs for actually doing stuff like torrenting, streaming, protecting your privacy and anonymity, and use free VPNs at most like a trial. But VPNs that offer free VPN, as a permanent kind of basis, I wouldn't really trust those VPN providers that are offering those services, because in my opinion, Why would a service be offering a free service if they can't monetize it in some way? It's just not what businesses do. VPN deals aren't often that special. If you go to a VPN website and it says like, oh look, you had this exclusive deal that's going to end soon, it's a springtime deal, it's going to end in a couple hours, chances are this deal is probably bogus. One way you could go around this or check to see if this is actually legit is you could look up the website on something like Internet Archive or Web Archive and see what the pricing looks like, a couple of months ago or a year ago or even 2 years ago. And if you find that the pricing is the same all year, that just goes to show you that the VPN is kind of using these flash kind of exclusive sale offers to try to rope you in as quick as possible and not actually give you, the best price that you think you're getting. One of the most common misconceptions about VPNs is that a VPN based within the 5 or 14 eyes is not worth using. Pretty much a good majority of VPN reviewers out there that are trying to get you to buy expensive VPN providers simply say you shouldn't use a VPN because it's based within the 5 or 14 eyes. Now, I wouldn't really consider this as a valid kind of way to pick a VPN because a lot of the best VPN providers are within the 5 and 14 eyes. Windscribe VPN, TorGuard VPN, Movad VPN, some of the most honest, most reputable Air VPN VPN providers are based within the 5 and 14 eyes. And honestly, guys, you shouldn't worry about the NSA or some of these spy agencies, going or collecting your data unless you're a criminal or a terrorist. If you are a criminal or a terrorist and you are being targeted by Homeland Security or NSA or whoever, chances are you shouldn't be using a VPN, a consumer-based VPN. You should make your own VPN and hide from the law that way, I guess. But again, guys, if you're just a consumer looking to protect your IP while torrenting, while streaming, or anything like that, you're going to be fine as a VPN user because the NSA and all these spy agencies, they're not going to be giving gag orders or forcing VPNs to give up data on users that are just blocking geo-restricted content because it takes a lot of money to do that. It takes a lot of court orders and it's simply not worth their time. Another thing is, guys, if a VPN is in the spotlight for doing something sketchy, chances are there are some clues to their claims. So if the same thing kind of applies to VPNs. If there is sketchy things in the news, if there's sketchy things going on, maybe you should take a look at some of these claims, do some research and look into these claims and see where they're coming from, who's making them, and the fact that they do exist is something to consider. Some of the best VPNs that I've reviewed don't have any sketchy news going on, so what do you think of that? Lots of VPN review sites are actually owned by or related to VPN companies. Some VPN review sites like PC Mag openly admit that they're owned by J2 Global, which also owns IPVanish. Now, a lot of VPN companies out there own VPN review sites and don't disclose it. I'm not going to mention which ones I think are doing what, but it is something to consider. Just whenever you see a VPN review on the internet and it's on one of these affiliate websites and it's promoted there, there could be some relation going on behind the scenes that you do need to consider. Most of the review sites out there and even VPN reviews on YouTube often just base and rate VPNs based on who is going to give them the highest commission rates. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail about this because I already made a video talking about the entire VPN affiliate industry and why it is kind of so corrupt. But the basic idea is that all VPNs have different commission rates. ExpressVPN, NordVPN, Hide My Ass, CyberGhost, IPVanish. A lot of these VPNs have 100% commission rates, which means if a VPN reviewer or influencer signs up a user, they're going to make 100% of the money. So if the person's goal is to make as much money as possible, which VPNs do you think they're going to recommend? VPNs that they can make the 100% commission, or are they going to recommend VPNs like, TorGuard or Air VPN, which make 20 to 30% commissions? Yeah, so now you get what I'm saying. Speeds can be very tricky to rate objectively. The reason is because speeds a lot of time depend on the person, where they are and what servers they can connect to. So a lot of times if someone is saying a VPN is the fastest VPN, well, I think it really is up to you to test the VPNs out yourself and see which ones are the fastest. Unfortunately, this can get quite expensive, so it helps to see objective tests like I do, where I test torrent speeds and various other speeds. So by testing pretty much every VPN and seeing how the speeds compare, different times, different locations as well, I could get a pretty good representation of speeds. But again, I would say that of all the categories out of my chart, speed is probably the hardest one to test, in terms of objective case-by-case location, because in a lot of ways speeds can vary from user to user based on where they are. The thing is, guys, not every VPN works with streaming providers. Most of the VPNs out there aren't going to work with Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Hulu, or BBC iPlayer. Only a select few really do, and I've included which ones on my VPNtierlist.com. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this long video about the most common VPN conceptions. If you liked it, remember to click down below, let me know what you think of this video, like, subscribe, and check out VPNtierlist.com to see more of my VPN rankings. Anyways, guys, I'll see you again on the next video very soon.